entitled neighbor's dog paid the price and so did his lawn. Okay, so this is a long one, but trust me, it's worth it. I live in a pretty quiet suburban neighborhood, you know. Manicured lawns, soccer practice, the whole 9 yards. But things were peaceful until the new guy, let's call him Chad, moved in next door. Chad was, to put it mildly, a piece of work, loud truck, parties until 3 a.m. on weeknights, and worst of all, an untrained, barking menace of a German shepherd named Thor. Thor was the bane of my existence. I work from home, and this dog would bark incessantly from 7 a.m. until Chad finally bothered to let him inside at night. I tried talking to Chad nicely. I really did. Explained I had important calls, that the constant barking was affecting my work, and asked if he could maybe train the dog or at least keep him inside for longer periods. Chad just laughed and sighed. Thor's just being a dog. Man, get some earplugs. Things escalated. I called animal control a few times, but they said unless Thor was physically attacking someone, there wasn't much they could do. I even tried leaving polite then increasingly less polite notes on Chad's door. Nothing. The barking continued. My sanity was slowly eroding. Then, the lawn. Chad clearly didn't believe in yard work. His grass grew to knee-high weeds, started attracting all kinds of critters, and began creeping onto my meticulously maintained lawn. I even offered to mow his lawn for him for a fee, of course, hoping to maybe establish some goodwill. He called me a Karen and slammed the door in my face. That's when I decided enough was enough. I meticulously planned my revenge. First, Thor. I knew Chad walked him every morning around 6 a.m. before leaving for work. He always let Thor crap wherever he pleased without cleaning it up. Disgusting, right? So, for 2 weeks, I got up early and followed them, armed with doggy bags and a shovel. I scooped every single turd Thor deposited on the neighborhood lawns, including my own, and I collected it. All of it. Then, I waited. One particularly hot and sunny day, I saw Chad leave for work, leaving Thor to roam free in his overgrown backyard, which was essentially a giant toilet at this point. I snuck over to his property, wearing gloves and a mask. Didn't want him recognizing me. I had a large container filled with the 2 weeks' worth of Thor's deposits. You can guess what happened next. I spread that glorious mixture of dried and slightly less dried dog poop all over Chad's pristine, well, not pristine anymore truck. Every window, the hood, the roof, the door handles, everything was covered. It was artistic in a horrifying, disgusting kind of way. Then, for the lawn, I took inspiration from a popular garden show. I bought a few bags of wildflower seeds, the kind specifically designed to attract bees. I carefully sprinkled these seeds all over Chad's weed-infested lawn, focusing on the area that bordered my property. The results were magnificent. Chad came home to a truck covered in his dog's own excrement. He spent the next 2 hours scrubbing it off with a garden hose, cursing and yelling, which, ironically, made Thor bark even more. He probably thought it was some random act of vandalism. Then came the wildflowers. Within weeks, his lawn was a vibrant tapestry of color, beautiful, but more importantly, absolutely swarming with bees. His kids couldn't play outside without being stung. He tried mowing them down, but they just grew back stronger. He tried using weed killer, but it only seemed to encourage the bees. His wife started complaining about the constant buzzing. It was glorious. The best part, everyone in the neighborhood loved the wildflowers. They brought color and life to our street. I even got compliments on how beautiful Chad's lawn looked. Chad, however, was miserable. Eventually, he gave up. He hired a landscaping company to completely rip out the entire lawn and replace it with artificial turf. Cost him a fortune, I'm sure. And the barking. Well, one day I saw him loading Thor into the back of his truck with a grim expression. I overheard him telling his wife something about finding a good home for him in the country, I haven't seen Thor since, so yeah, it took some time, effort, and a whole lot of dog poop, but I got my revenge. And it was oh so sweet.